Welcome. This is the Public Relations Review podcast, a program to discuss the many facets of public relations with seasoned professionals, educators, authors, and others. Now, here is your host, Peter Woolfolk.
Welcome to the Public Relations Review podcast and to our listeners all across America and around the world. Now, question. How many awards have you or your public relations firm won lately? Could there be additional opportunities for awards that you are not aware of? Now, most public relations firms work hard on behalf of their clients. Besides collecting a check, most firms certainly appreciate the professional recognition they receive for a job well done. Now, the most prominent recognition comes from colleagues in your field as an award. It could be a statue, it could be a plaque, it could be a certificate. No matter the form it takes, awards are still the most prized way of professional recognition for your great work. Clients and future clients are very impressed by them. So this begs the question, are you applying for additional awards available in your category? If not, my guest today can help you with that. Her specialty is helping businesses secure awards that they may qualify for, but may not be aware of. Winning an award for your work is solid testimony from other professionals validating your quality of work and your professionalism. In addition, awards are an outstanding sales tool. She will provide you with the guidance you need to submit entries for additional award hardware for your office. Now, being transparent, since meeting Becky, she has also informed me of an award opportunity, and I will indeed submit my entry for another award for this podcast. So joining me today from Overland Park, Kansas, is Becky Wilson. She is the Chief Visibility Officer for WDS Marketing and Public Relations. And get this, she has helped her clients win over 300 awards. So Becky, welcome to the podcast.
Thank you so much. I'm glad to be on today and educate your audience about the value of getting the recognition for awards and honors.
Okay. Let me ask you then, how did you decide to concentrate on helping other firms prepare for an award?
Well, it happened about 20 years ago, and a client of mine asked me into her office, and she said, "Why are all my competitors being written about in the business journal and I'm not getting any coverage?" And I said, "Well, they don't show up with a microphone anymore. You have to write a press release and take it through." And we had much success with that, and she had some nice featured stories about her business. And the next time I came in, she showed me a flyer, and it said the Kansas City Chamber Top 10 Small Business of the Year Award, and she showed it to me, and she says, "I want to win." And so we created the application, and we pursued and prevailed, and she was selected. And then I just went down the road after that, and into the about 2020, I decided just to focus on getting media coverage and helping clients win awards. And besides all types of industry awards, there's some general awards, and there's one for women in business. Then there's the Ernst & Young Entrepreneur of the Year Award, which is just fabulous. As a matter of fact, they're taking nominations now, and they're just all kinds of awards. And we specialize in about 10 and learn how they work, how you enter them, what the criteria for selection is, and who to talk to there, and how to deal with all the different deadlines, how to submit it. And that has changed. We used to submit a booklet. Now everything is digital and online. Mm-hmm. So it varies, but you have to know how to write it, what the criteria are, and how to present yourself or your client's business in a manner that will help you secure that award. And that doesn't mean copying 5 sentences from their website and just tell me about your business. So really have to be very personable and eager when you apply for these awards.
Now, is there any particular category that you found that is much more accepting of, if you will, awards than other areas?
Well, I know that our PRSA, Public Relations Society here in Kansas City, they have a wonderful award program. And so if you were looking for that type of credibility, I think there are even some there's a national PRSA award. and you find the category for your client or the work that you did, and you don't hand it off to your secretary or the receptionist to fill out your application. Sit down with a strong cup of coffee and read all the rules, gather all the documents, make sure it's professionally written, and submit it. And that will get you closer to where you want to go.
Mm-hmm. Now, let's say there are people who are, because you've helped clients, your clients went over 300. How many
Right.
have been outside of the public relations area?
2/3 of them have been outside of the public relations area, because there's the American Business Awards, there's the Stevie Awards for sales and customer service, there's the Stevie Awards for women in business, and we have clients that apply in those, and those include a national ceremony where you go and get your award and a video of you accepting it and some nice media coverage. So we participate in that, as well as the Ernst & Young Entrepreneur of the Year award and several other national awards that are available. We have won and been involved in PRSA here in town, but we have our clients, and they're not in public relations. They're in everything from printing to home restoration, whatever. And so we look for awards that meet their category, like Top Entrepreneur of the Year in restoration. And there are those categories in those award programs, so we pursue them.
So let's say if someone is a home builder, they might know of some awards in the industry, but you could perhaps help them as well find some additional awards. Is that possible?
Right. Nearly every chamber of commerce in the world has an awards program.
Mm-hmm.
And you can, if you are interested in local publicity, you can look through there and see what is offered. I know that the business journals all have different entrepreneur and award programs. And so it just depends on where you are. And if you're in a community where they don't, thank heavens there are the national award programs. And then you can bring the energy back to wherever you live with a press release to the local media about winning the award. There's lots of nice media coverage and acclaim. Some of the award programs promote everything online, so you can see who won and you can see them accept their award. And some of them do charge a small entry fee, but there is all the work to judging and everything, so you have to cover that expense. Some of them don't. Now, the Chamber of Commerce usually have to be a member of that chamber to participate in that award program.
Mm-hmm.
Not with the business journals, though. I don't believe they usually have an entry fee, but they have a luncheon where they want you to buy a table and participate, so there's some expenses there.
Have you found, in terms of most of your clients, are they established businesses? Are they new businesses? Are they mostly women, mostly men, or is there a mixture thereof?
There's a mixture. And luckily, some of the national award programs have categories for newly launched businesses, for startups. And so if you've got a business that's maybe 2-3 years old as a client, but they've done great things and you want to get them some attention, like I said, the national award programs have categories for new businesses and in a variety of categories. So you have those options. Mm-hmm. And we have several startup organizations here in Kansas City, and I think they have award and recognition programs where they pick the top 10 or the top 5 new businesses. And some of them have awards for retailers. So if you're a client as a retailer, there's an opportunity for coverage there, So there's a nice variety of award programs available.
Now, in your experience, what are some of the things that are most important for someone putting together an application or other sort of information that needs to be submitted with an award?
Well, the most important thing is to read the directions for the award program. When are nominations due? When are the awards announced? What content do they want? And how are they judged and who selects them? So once you have an understanding of how the award program works and who's judging it, then it gives you insight on how to fill it out. And many of the award programs, they limit you to 250 words or 500 words, so you want to make sure that you don't go over that and that you tell the story of the client in the application. When it says, tell me about your business, then you tell them how it was founded and who's involved and how they meet challenges and what other acclaims they have received. So you have to read everything very closely and follow it.
Mm-hmm.
You don't want to miss the date to be nominated.
Now, I was about to say, one of the things that I've noticed, because I've received an award from the Public Relations Society here in Nashville, but what they also do is they let you read some of the past award winners, how theirs was written, and that begins to help you,
Yes.
guide you as well in terms of how should I prepare my information.
Yes. And some of the national awards have the winning applications on their website from the past year, and you can read what they have to say, and you can watch them make their acceptance speech, and you learn what to wear and how to dress and all the details of exactly what's going on. And the other thing is, pick up the phone and call a past winner and say, how did this go for you? Do you think I should enter? What do you wish you'd done you didn't? And they will help you. Now, with the Ernst & Young Award, they are so helpful with guiding you through everything and letting you know what to do and how it's going to be done. And the last 2 years, they've had the virtual award presentation, so you can see who won last year and what they did and how they did it. So it is a learning situation. I'd say don't get discouraged if you don't win the first year that you apply. Put your pedal to the metal and apply again. See what you did wrong, what you can do better. You can actually talk to the people at the awards and say, what do you think I shouldn't have done? And several of the awards programs have the judges' opinions of what you did right and wrong, so that will help you for the next year. I know nobody likes to lose, but you can't win everything every time. And we promote our clients, even if they were a bronze winner, we go ahead and send it out, because if you win a national bronze award for who you are and what you do, that's a high level. Not everybody wins a gold, but you are a winner for a bronze or silver or gold medal. So make the most of it and put them on your website, on your email signature, on LinkedIn. Let people know, who you are and what you do. Another thing I suggest is, if you have entrepreneurs that you admire, to look on their LinkedIn profile to see what awards that they have applied for, to see if they fit you. Does it work for your business and who you are? And find out what's involved and see if you want to go that route, because they're a success and they're doing well, and that's how it is. The other thing I forgot to include is lots of the magazines now have awards and recognitions. There's the Inc. 5000, Entrepreneur 360. Forbes last year had their 1,000, where they picked 1,000 emerging entrepreneurs and profile them on their online publication and in their social media. And I will tell you, I had a client selected for that, and it was a fabulous experience to be selected by Forbes for anything, because the attention that she got and the phone calls that she got from prospective clients, we were not expecting that. And Forbes has award programs all the time. So you just need to look at the publication and say, and there's industry ones too. Logistics industry has some awards, and one of our clients won one in January, and they don't give out till May. But we researched and found that award. So you can look for wherever you are, wherever your client is, to find industry awards. And we always make a plan. Here's what we're going to do, and we're going to enter, and this is what we're going to say. And then when you win, no matter what level, we're going to do this and this and this. And we usually have here in Kansas City, if my clients win an award, we have a reception, and we have them with their award and make a speech and celebrate with all their clients and family and friends. Some of the awards programs, the awards are given away in New York or Las Vegas, and not everybody can go, but you want to celebrate with them. So we come back here and have a celebration and make a big deal out of it here. So everybody can be a part of it, your clients and friends at the chamber and everybody else. And, of course, lots of press releases out. Sometimes we post them on national, and sometimes we just send them to the local media. But we always make it a really enjoyable experience. We have a professional photographer there to take pictures, so they'll have the memories forever. So.
One of the things that I have noticed as not only as I write things, but also preparing for awards, is grammar and spelling. They've got some artificial intelligence things, and I forget the one that I use, where whenever I write, I just drop it in there, and it's read back to me.
Right.
The grammatical issues are pointed out and all those other sort of things. So that helps, because it also reflects on the professionalism of your entry.
Yes, sometimes the judges can be a little picky, but they read for the content. What are you trying to say more than, oh, you left a word out? And some of the award programs now will let you enter a video about yourself and your company instead of writing it out. And, of course, you don't want to make it look parochial. But if you've got a nice video about your client and who they are and what they do, and you don't feel like writing anything, you can attach the nice video to the application, and that you may get a high score for that as well. They usually limit to about 5 minutes, but 5 minutes of video about something is a good amount of time, I think.
Mm-hmm. What do you, or as you look back over your experiences, what would you consider your most difficult and challenging award nomination to put together?
Well, if you have a client that does not have a lot of written content about themselves or doesn't have their story on their website, and that makes it very challenging because you have to have all this information. So now we use Zoom. We have 4 or 5 Zoom sessions, which I tape and listen to the content over and over again. But the most challenging ones, and as a client that really hasn't done anything interesting, you really have to put your thinking cap on to come up. What have they done that's outstanding? Have they been involved in their community? Do their employees like to work there? They met challenges with some clients. Have they overcome some financial challenges? So you really have to think, what has my client done? Or what have I done that's outstanding? You know, and once you have it written, then you update it. Just update it every year, and you don't have to start over. And some of the award applications, I'll tell you a secret, ask the same question. So if you apply for one award and you go over to the next one, you'll see they'll ask you, what challenges have you overcome? What was your best year in business? Who are your key employees? So you already have that. You just have to update it and submit it forward.
It's sort of a copy and paste exercise.
It is a copy and paste exercise, but we do have some wonderful award programs on a national level, and they do ask the same things. When we entered the Forbes application, they asked the same things that we had answered for our client on another award application. So she didn't have to pay the fee for all the work that we did the first time, and we had a good outcome because the responses were good. And there are award programs that companies have, like Birchbox 2 years ago had a Minority-Owned Business of the Year award, and we saw that and entered that, and we were lucky to achieve that, and they did pay $5,000, which was a nice bonus, and they put it on their website, and it's still there. And they didn't do the award program last year. I think they're going to bring it back. They do have new owners, but companies do have awards. FedEx has an award program. UPS has an award program for emerging businesses. And again, they ask you who you are, what you do, what challenges you met, what are you going to be doing in the future. And once you have that down, you can enter those contests. So we keep a database of award programs here for our clients, but the majority of them we stay within about the 10 that we work on. But like I said, FedEx and UPS, I think they have awards out now that they're asking for, and those include money. So that's always nice.
You know, one of the things that as I listen to you in terms of preparation and submissions is that perhaps businesses should take pictures at events that they go to or things that they're involved with, because that might help support whatever award nominations that they are involved in.
I agree. Pictures and videos now are very important, and you should have a picture of your employees together in front of your building or at something that has your name on the sign so they know the name of the business and who you are. And you should have your picture taken with people of note in your industry or in their industry to use. If they go to a trade show, picture their booth, and if they're speaking in front of a crowd, usually we do a collage of pictures with content underneath. And a couple of years ago, one of our clients wanted an award for Lifetime Achievement, and she was in Washington, D.C., so luckily she had the opportunity to meet several presidents, and we really think that helped her with the Lifetime Achievement because we were able to include those with the application. But we had to have a long Zoom session and talk to her about who do you know, what have you done, and think about it, who have you met, and we used all that information to create an award-winning application. And we got to go to New York and see her win her award. And we have a video of it that she can sit back in her older years and say, oh, look at this, I won this award. But we really pumped it out on social media, too, to let everybody know that she won the National Lifetime Achievement Award. You know, it was rewarding for us, but it was really inspirational for her. It meant so much to her because, you know, people work a long time on their careers. And it's nice to have something that says you're doing a really good job. And that's the other thing about awards is they can help you with your brand. If you win a top award for Restoration Company of the Year, then that lets people know that you are highly acclaimed in who you are and what you do. It gives you visibility and credibility, all for the same deal. And you can promote it throughout the year. You don't have to put it on your wall and walk away from it. And sometimes we have our clients interviewed and they talk about their award that they won and what it was for. So we use it as a sales tool and a branding tool. You've got to give the media something good to say about you, and being recognized with an award or some other high-level thing that's going on like that gives them the opportunity to say nice things about you. And luckily, here in Kansas City, several of the TV stations have local talk shows, and they always need guests. So we've been very fortunate to have our clients come on and talk about the award that they won and what they're going to be doing in the future and how this award represents their business, you know. And there are awards for businesses and there are awards for entrepreneurs. So if you think you're an entrepreneur in your category, there's an opportunity to enter that award and take that home and let everybody know that you're an entrepreneur. I know that many of you have watched Shark Tank over the years, and several of those people on that show have won the Ernst & Young Award, and the show's holding the award, so it's something they can really be proud of. And it really says, look, I'm really good at what I do. I can tell you I'm really good at what I do, but if I can hold up an award and say this national organization says I'm really good, it has a little more take home to it than just saying I'm good, you know. And like I said, it's an enjoyable experience.
Well, you know, here in Nashville, when I was chairman of the Better Business Bureau, we had an award for certain businesses, and if they won, I've seen a number of those businesses put them in their TV spots, so that we were the top of this, we were the best of this, and here's an award from the Better Business Bureau. One of the things that I've also done in addition to an award is that when I can, I will get a letter of appreciation from a client. It's not an award, but it's another good tool to let others see that you did work that was respected by these clients, that respected enough that they would write this letter for you.
Yeah, that makes you feel really good because we all work really hard at what we do. And sometimes things come out well and sometimes they don't, but we still have to keep going. And when you really put the metal to the floor for your client and they think enough of you to let you know, some of the award programs, if we can, we will go with them, and we'll always make sure that we have a picture of them with us and their awards. And we've got several where I was fortunate to have 5 clients in the picture that all won a gold award, and we have our pictures together. And it was a highlight of my career to be part of that. If you look on my website at WDSPR.com, you will see the pictures of the clients and all that they've done. It makes a good experience for them, but also connects you to them for a longer period of time. If they like who you are and you do a good job, they're gonna stick around longer, as they would say in Kansas City. You know, and I have a client that last year she was an Ernst & Young finalist and she won a U.S. Chamber Award. And the first thing I got from her in January is, what are we going to enter this year? So, yeah, one of them she picked is really hard, really, really hard to be selected for. And I told her, we'll do it, but no guarantees on this. It's a hard situation. So we know what's coming. And people say that they'll be happy if they don't win, but that's a lie.
Everybody likes to win.
Everybody likes to win, and you get your hopes up. But it's like the SAG Awards the other night. One person won, and the other finalist stood up, but you could see the hurt look in their eyes because they had already planned they were going to win. But if you persevere, you will win awards for who you are and what you do. It's not easy, but it can be done. And I'm proof of that because, like I said, I've helped clients win over 300 different awards in the last 15 years. And so I know of what I'm speaking. But the one reason that I picked this is because it is so rewarding.
Mm-hmm.
And we do have luncheons and dinners and celebrations, and it just makes you feel really good to be a part of it and to let our clients know they have achieved something. Sometimes they don't even realize all the things that they've done in their career and in their business until you sit down and write about it. And then they say, wow, I really have done a lot. Mm-hmm. It also leads to leadership positions. Several of our clients that have won top awards, the Kansas City Chamber has asked them to sit on the board or to be a speaker or to head something else. And when they get ready to sell, it's nice to say, look at everything that we've won. We're a really fabulous business. And we have a lot of fabulous businesses in the United States, too. We should be proud for everything that they start out in the garage and they walk away with a fine record of accomplishment. But having that award helps them to understand who they are and what they've done.
Well, Becky, let me say this. I think that you have provided our listeners with a wealth of information. I've been here taking notes myself. So are there any closing remarks that you'd like to make to our listeners about preparation for and looking for awards, in addition to perhaps giving you a call, but other things that they need to be looking for, prepare for awards?
Well, I would make a master plan of what I would like people to know about me and who I am and what I do. And I would review the internet for the awards in my industry, in my client's industry, and see what's available. And again, I would go back to the LinkedIn profile to see what my competitors or people that I admire, to see what they've won, and use that as a guideline to select what accolades or awards or recognitions, that you would want. And I will add that you do have to nominate yourself for these awards. This is not like a nonprofit award where somebody nominates you. Mm-hmm. These are award programs that you have to self-nominate. And so you don't want to feel like you're bragging about yourself, but you really are in such a way to help you elevate your business and to have a higher revenue. So you do have to nominate yourself, and you shouldn't feel timid about it. Get out there and do it and be proud of who you are and what you've accomplished.
Well, Becky, thank you so much. My guest today has been Becky Wilson. She is the Chief Visibility Officer for the WDS Marketing and Public Relations operation down in Overland Park, Kansas. And if you've enjoyed the show, we certainly would like to get a great review from you. And, of course, share the information with your friends and listen for us on the next edition of the Public Relations Review podcast.
This podcast is produced by Communication Strategies, an award-winning public relations and public affairs firm headquartered in Nashville, Tennessee. Thank you for joining us.